Yeah? Ready? What's up, everyone? This is Jimmy Franklin from the Working Class Musician Podcast, and that was weird. What's up? On this guitar review, I've got my lovely Cadillac of all guitars, the Gibson Les Paul Custom, the Black Beauty. This thing. This right here is one of my most prized possessions when it comes to guitars. It's functional enough. It sounds massive. It's classic. It's beautiful. And it actually had like blood from where I nicked my hand when I was playing one day, like getting really aggressive with it. That doesn't have to go in there. I don't care. If you now know that, you now can't unknow that. My last time I brought this in for a setup and a cleaning, my boss looked at it and he held it like this because it was so disgusting. Because I play it. Just because you have an expensive guitar doesn't mean it has to sit on the shelf. Every time I've been in a recording studio, this thing has made an appearance on the track or the album that I've played on. Let me go over some of the specs. We've got your classic 490 and 498. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. No, that's right. That is right. Yeah. Three-way toggle switch. We've got independent volume and tone controls for each pickup. What do you say about the body besides that old classic, Spinal Tap line about the sustain, right? You can hear the sustain. Double bound body. And I've said it before, and I am a huge sucker for bound bodies. I love them so much. It's just, it looks complete. It looks complete when you have a binding on the body, especially a double bound. Bound neck. Another thing that I said in the Jackson review, because Jackson does this and I like that, first fret inlay. I love it. I don't know why. It looks so classy. It looks like, it's just the icing on the cake. You have a first fret inlay. I don't know. I have the custom, I put a gold truss rod cover on years ago. Besides that, it's got the Grover tuners. It's got the Gibson Grover tuners on it with your classic Gibson Pearl logo and custom shop logo on it. Pearl block inlays. Name some of the guitar players you've seen play this thing before, right? Randy Rhoads had a white one. Zakk Wylde, everything you've seen Zakk Wylde do, all his bullseye guitars. Who else? Peter Frampton. The list goes on and on, a staple in the history of guitars. These things were massive from day one, and physically massive because it's a heavy sucker. This body, the 2005 guitars, I believe, were the ones that were, they were weight relieved slightly. It wasn't, because I know for a fact that this guitar is just about 12 pounds. The body is just about 12 pounds, or however I don't know how I'm gonna say that, because I think the guitar is 12 pounds, just about there, which is pretty heavy. If we didn't have weight relief bodies nowadays, the guitars would be 15, 16 pounds. And this is tough on the shoulder, this guitar. That's why I have my excellent Franklin strap to relieve some of that weight. This guitar is a heavy sucker. There's no doubt about it. It is not for someone with scoliosis. It's heavy. I a lot of times will opt out for something a little bit thicker. This is one of the thicker Franklin straps that I use for it, and it really evens out the pressure on my shoulder a lot more. So that's been great. I'm just using this one right now because I love the look of this one, and I've been using it a lot recently. We got the binding around the neck. We got some Meteor frets. You know, they're jumbo frets. They're wonderful. They feel great. And most important things about this guitar, and this is what people who want Gibson Les Paul Customs want, is style and sound. You're never gonna get something that matches this sound. Never, ever. You get a lot of things that are close. You will get a lot of things that are close, and that's fine. It's just how accurate do you want to be. I have guitars that I use instead of this all the time. But, you know, just because I don't like playing a small gig and bringing out one of my most expensive guitars. That's just me. I don't like playing, you know, the dive bar with a nice Les Paul. I'd rather have something that is not so near and dear to my heart, in, you know, that if it gets stolen, it won't be as much of a loss, or something if it gets damaged.